Today's episode is going to be sponsored by Weld. We've got a few new toys on the bench behind me, so let's take a look at them. First off, I'd like to thank Weld for supporting us all last season, 2024. They sent over the MIG 285 machine, which is their biggest, baddest MIG machine. It's a multi-process, so it does stick and lift TIG, but the good news is they sent over an actual TIG welder. This is their new TIG 325X that we're going to go over in this video. They also sent all these goodies, extra stubby end for the tungsten and torch setup. When you buy the 325 setup instead of the 225, they send you the CK worldwide torch with a flex head instead of just a solid one. So that's a cool upgrade. They also send over a thumb or finger trigger for the torch, or the classic foot pedal here. We're going to set it up with a foot pedal today. We're going to try out some new gloves here. They sent some TIG gloves and some MIG gloves, which I didn't know they had. So I'm stoked that they sent these over, because if you're anything like me, you burn up gloves like every month. So that's a super big help. We've also got the Weld Cut 60. This is their biggest, baddest plasma cutter here. These are all machines that my dad has at his house, different name brand. So now that we're Jordan and I got married, we've got our own thing going on. I've got to kind of do things out in my own shop here. So this is where I get to work for now. I'm super thankful for that. So we're just kind of making it work until we get a shop of our own. But we're able to have all these tools here and do just what we did at my dad's shop and this shop. So that's super helpful. So I just want to say thanks again, Weld. And we'll insert some clips of using the Weld Cut 60 on an arc droid table at my work now. And then we'll go from there. So right out of the box, the TIG 325, it looks like a space shuttle to me, because I'm used to a regular MIG welder. The TIG welder's got a lot more options here. You can also stick weld off of this. You can TIG weld AC and DC with this. It's got 2T and 4T. It's got pulse welding, and that's what all these knobs are for here, to adjust your pulse and everything. There's a lot of options with this. We're going to set it up fairly simple with the foot pedal, DC TIG setup, and weld some steel together to show you guys what this thing can do. So on top of not knowing that they sold gloves, they sell a lot of things for welding, including your gas. They've got shielding gas, straight argon, they got 75-25, everything you can imagine. So if you haven't already, check out their website. I'm not just saying this either, because I've welded on all sorts of different machines over the years. Not a pro TIG welder yet, but that's why we've got this, because I want to become better at that. The MIG welder, though, this thing has blown me away the past year. I put it through the test. Big long welds, short welds, thick metal, everything, and it handles it all. So just as good as any other brand that I've welded with. So just because it's a little bit cheaper than the big guys out there, the different name brands, this thing still kicks butt. And honestly, I've gone to love this one more than any other welder that I've used. Not just because they sponsor me, but because what it does. So check them out. It's definitely worth it. And they've got everything on their website. All right, they sent me a nylon cover for the TIG torch. So we're gonna get that undone. We'll get the TIG torch plugged into the welder, hook up our gas and foot pedal, and then we're gonna stick some metal together with it. If I can get this giant thing undone. There we go. Cool. CK Worldwide flex head torch right here. So that's pretty sweet to have that. And then we've got all the stubby ends as well. Variable of many different cup sizes here. So we'll be able to do all sorts of welding with this thing. I got a little knot here, so I'm just working on that. But we're going to put that nylon cover over this before we plug it in. Oh man, it's like the Christmas Vacation movie with Chevy Chase. Little knot here, Russ. We'll get that pulled out. There we go. There we go. It's pretty sweet. It kind of untangles itself there. We've got the gas and the ground and the torch all plugged in. We're going to put on this little guide here, or guard. It's really cold out here. Can see my breath right now. So they've got a zipper and then zip ties at each end to kind of secure it on there, which is nice. Let's get that started. With cold hands, it don't work. All right. Well, that's fancy. There we go. Guard is on. We're going to get this foot pedal attached now. Set the pedal on the floor where I'm going to have it. There's a bunch of excess, which is nice. You can get far enough away from your machine. I think my torch is 17 foot long, so got plenty of room. Or no, it's a 12 foot long. My bad. I think you can get 17 foot. The last thing for the setup here is our gas line to the argon tank. So I send you a nice regulator with it, just like the one I've got on my MIG welder. The bubble style. I really like this gauge, so we're going to go ahead and get that hooked up. Get this gas line hooked up to the back of the machine. I really want to make sure the gas lines are snug, because gas is not cheap, and if it leaks out, you'll be very upset. There it is. We are working in some tight quarters in this garage, but again, very thankful to even have a place to set this stuff up. Alright, that is snug. We're going to go ahead and flip this on for the first time. LL AC/DC 325. Look at that. It looks like a space shuttle. So if you're anything like me, you don't really know what's going on, but you do know you want a TIG weld, not stick weld. We're going to do DC, not AC, so that's already set up. We're going to do 2T, not 4T. 2T is just so that you can adjust it for shorter welds. 4T you can do a little bit more for longer welds. And we have the pulse off. So the rest of the settings here are going to be something I need to look into the manual here to see how I want to set this up. But we're going to be welding like 1/8 inch steel just to show you guys what it can do. So that's what I'm going to set it up for. So we got the torch, we got some filler rod, and we got some 1/8 inch pieces I just cleaned up. I don't have a great ground setup, so I had to grind a little spot on the table and for the clamp on the table. Like I said, this is just a fresh setup. I haven't had any time to really get anything dialed in yet. So here in the next couple episodes, maybe I'll be able to do some more TIG work. I got a lot of stuff to do on Loud and Ugly on the interior, and I wanted to do some TIG welding just because there's some tighter spots and I don't want slag flying all around like a MIG welder makes. So that was the main purpose of getting the hands on this, and then start doing some exhaust work and stuff for people as well. So we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up. We've got the flow set to about 15 for the gas coming out of the torch when the pedal's fully maxed. And then I set this to 125 amps, 2T. I got pulse off, TIG setup, DC, and that's just pretty bare bones setup. This so we can show you what this thing can do. I don't even have a welding chair yet, so I'm just going to stand up if you want to take a look at my sweet setup here. I'm just standing. It's kind of a turd because the bench is lower, but I just got to get a better setup eventually. So I tacked the one corner just to make sure it was working. I'm going to tack this other corner. Basically do 4 tacks around the corner, and then we'll see what I can do for a bead. I'm not a professional TIG welder, not a professional MIG welder either, but I have definitely had a lot more time on a MIG welder than a TIG welder. Flip this thing around here. Alright, there's a little gap there from tacking the other side. Get this back one. When there's no gaps, it's nice because you can just do it with no filler rod. Nice and quiet. This thing welds really smooth. Again, not a professional TIG welder, but for the sounds that it's making, I'm very impressed. I'm used to MIG weld where it's just going making all sorts of crazy racket. So I guess now we're going to go ahead and try to run, well, let's run a short bead first, do like an inch weld, and then show you what it looks like. Hopefully my welding skills are halfway decent here. Just going to get it pulling up good, and then hammer down. So there's my non-professional TIG weld. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I'm like super excited about this. I've always wanted my own TIG welder, and I've always wanted to be able to mess around with it. So again, thanks to PrimeWeld, they sent this with a bunch of different tungsten cup sizes. They got the stubbies and the short head for this torch, so be able to fit in there and do some roll cage work. In the future, I want to be able to do all roll cage stuff, TIG weld it all. There's certain instances where you want to use a TIG welder over a MIG welder, and it's just a lot cleaner work. There's a lot less cleanup after, no splatter all over, and as you can hear it, I mean, way quieter. When you're welding steel, aluminum's a little bit louder, but this is welding great. So let's go ahead and we'll finish this bead out, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Apparently I look like I'm about to get on a Harley with this welding cap. That's what my wife says, but whatever. Very impressed. This thing welds so smooth. I don't know what else to say. I'm not the best TIG welder, but those aren't too bad for an amateur here. Gives me some hope for doing some bigger projects on the C10 here. There is a lot of things that need welded and fabricated all the time between all the projects we do, and then also bringing in some side jobs and stuff also. So this is an A+. The Prime Weld Cut 60 plasma cutter, that's an A+. The Prime Weld 285, A+. All their stuff is great. I mean, they send you so much stuff with it. A lot of literature as well with their owner's manuals. All your questions are answered right in there. So I'm very happy with this and can't thank them enough, and super excited to take these on to all our projects up and coming on Loud and Ugly Garage. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you should. I post a lot of shorts and reels on there, but this was cool to do a little review on these Prime Welds, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys, and we'll catch you next time.